Michael B. Jordan just won the Oscar for Best Actor in a Leading Role for his performance in the movie Sinners.
You boys twins?
Nah, we cousins.
But what exactly made his performance so incredible? Well, I'm gonna answer that question today by breaking down a beginner, intermediate, professional, and then finally Oscar-winning performance that Michael B. Jordan had in the movie Sinners, using the exact same scene, so that we can determine what exactly makes a performance award-winning. I'm Tristan Spohn, a professional actor that you might have seen on some of the shows on screen right now, along with a feature film that I just wrapped last month in Bulgaria, which will have a worldwide theatrical release. Let's start with our complete beginner actors who are performing this scene with essentially no acting training under their belt, Vladimir and Joseph.
I thank you for your generosity. I guess that Chicago wind blew your black asses back down here, huh? Where's the other one?
Down the road.
And you are... wait, hold on. Let me guess. Smoke.
Stack.
Stack. Like I said, you stack clear as day. Who's the boy?
Oh.
I think that Vladimir is actually doing really grounded work. He's doing a phenomenal job as Delta Slim in this scene, but Joseph, I see him putting on the personality of the character a little bit too thick, where I can see him acting. It doesn't feel like he trusts his eyes enough to show that he is this guy, to the point where he's overcompensating by telegraphing with his facial expressions.
I know they ain't paying you $20 a night.
That's the thing. You ain't paying $20 a night. You paying $20 tonight. I never heard of your juke. Maybe it's here tonight, but it's here next week, the week after. I've been at messages every Saturday for 10 years now. Messages still gonna be there for 10 years at least. Shit, that's probably longer than I'm gonna be on this earth.
So far, Vladimir feels very real, but he doesn't yet feel engaging. We've not really seen any major change within him, even though we're at the 2-minute mark. Joseph, on the other hand, actually does have a change. I think he did a good job of starting more cool, calm, and collected, thinking this is a business opportunity anybody would be dumb to turn down, before then, when he realizes this is gonna be a little bit harder than he expects. I see him changing tactics, so he's at least doing a good job of showing more of an arc than Vladimir is, but again, the difference is one is real, one is a little bit forced and fake. Remember, we are going all the way up to Oscar winner Michael B. Jordan performing this exact same scene, but next let's go to our two intermediate actors, Lewis and Jonathan, who are performing this scene with just a few years of training.
Thank you for your generosity. I guess that Chicago wind blew your black asses back down here again. Where's the other one?
He's down the road.
So you are... Wait, don't tell me. Smoke?
Stacks.
Stack. Like I said, you stack clear as day.
This is a very common trap that intermediate actors fall into with accents, where they can kind of go a little bit over the top with an accent to the point where it's very obviously an actor putting an accent on. And I feel like Jonathan is doing exactly that. And whenever you're learning an accent, overemphasize it, and then at some point whenever you have it basically locked down, you can then just talk the way you normally talk, except now it's just coming out a little bit differently. That's how you actually implement an accent that then sounds real, not performative.
I'll pay you $20 to play the keys at our juke tonight. Everybody's coming down. I want to battle of the blues.
Yeah, I wish I could, but I'll be at Messengers tonight like I am every Saturday night. I can't do it.
How much is Messengers paying you?
You know, for a gangster, you sure do ask a lot of questions.
They ain't paying you no $20 a night. I know that for sure.
See, thing is, you ain't paying me no $20 a night.
Lewis does have depth to him, which is great. It's very clear that he has some type of plan in place that he's not being fully honest and open about.
What about next week? What about a week after that? You see, I've been playing messages for 10 years now.
Louis needs to be more active in this scene, however. He's almost too internally focused to the point where it doesn't feel like he's trying to necessarily get something from Jonathan. And this is why it's really important to have a mix of both internal and external moments in a scene. What I mean by that is internal moments where you have some reflectiveness, you have things that you're thinking about, which makes your character feel more lived in, and then external moments in which you are incorporating either the environment or the person across from you, so that it is clear that you're connected and present in the scene.
I guess I can drink to that.
Hey, what you got there?
Irish beer, straight from the north side of Chicago.
That needed to be more intentional. I never feel like he's trying to do anything. He's just like saying the words. If you go in the comments and say, well, they're just doing tapes from across the country instead of actually doing it in person. When I was in Bulgaria, one of my most intense scenes I had to do with my second AD because the actor that was my scene partner had already been wrapped and was out of the country. So you don't actually always have the luxury of being in the same room with the person you're doing the scene with. Now, before we watch how our recent Oscar winner, Michael B. Jordan, performed the scene, let's go to our pro actors who have been paid to act professionally in union projects. Mike and Elle. I like that Mike is the only person that has actually incorporated the musicality of the Delta Slim character. The moment before is one of the most important parts of your audition because it sets the tone for the rest of the scene to come. If you have a weak moment before, you have a weak starting point, and it's gonna feel like you're playing catch up the rest of the scene.
Thank you for your generosity. I guess that Chicago wind blew your black seat back down here, huh? Where is the other one?
Down the road.
Immediately, you see how Elle's eyes are like troubleshooting this situation. Like his eyes carry so much weight within the first 30 seconds than Louis and Joseph combined. There's depth there that draws me closer. Our other actor is doing a little bit too much. A difficulty a lot of actors have playing drunken characters where they overplay the drunkenness instead of being a character trying to pretend like they're not drunk. You can think of it as though you're painting this beautiful piece of artwork on a canvas. You're taking this beautiful painting, grabbing a bucket of red paint, and just throwing it over the entire canvas, covering all of the beautiful work that you did up with this one color of red. That's kind of what his drunken energy is doing in this scene.
Stack.
Stack, like I said. You stack. Clear as day. Who's the boy?
Oh, this right here? This is my cousin.
I love that our actor playing Delta Slim is leaning into the messiness. Jonathan had like some layer of sluggishness, but it was like performative sluggishness where it still felt polished. Mike is doing a great job of allowing himself to lean into the clumsiness, the messiness of the scene so that it doesn't feel as polished. You want to try to unpolish your scenes as much as possible so it doesn't feel like an actor doing a scene, but it feels like the messiness of real life.
This is my cousin, Preacher Boy Sammy, the finest blues player in the Delta.
I got such twice as old as this boy here. What the hell he knows about the blues?
Go on now.
Now, yo. Well, hold on, boy. This here is my plot. If you wasn't his cousin, I'd cut you too thin to fry, man.
He's the only one that's had a different relationship between the two, where I could tell there was a second person in the scene. Jonathan and Vladimir never really had any difference in relationship between the two. So even though our pro Delta Slim is still overacting a little bit, he's doing a lot of the technical things right that ground him in the scene, even though, yes, he's just in front of a blank wall, so he's at a disadvantage in that sense.
Man, I've been a messenger every Saturday night for 10 years now. Messenger gonna be here 10 more years, at least. Shit, no, that's probably longer than I will be on this earth. I play and I get as much cold liquor as I can drink. An old sinner like me cannot ask for more than that.
We needed to see a bigger change throughout that monologue. The reason a character is going on a monologue is because something major has to change within this big block of text. Not only for our Delta Slim, but also for our stack. And I do feel like L could have done a better job of actually playing off of that monologue he's going on, changing him and having a shift in his tactic. You will probably be thinking to yourself, what I'm saying is full of crap. You actually thought Vladimir's was one of your favorites. If you watched that exact performance for an hour and a half, even though it feels very real, eventually, I promise you, you would get tired of seeing the same thing. It's connected, it's real, but it's not going somewhere. Versus with L, it's connected, it's real, and he's on a mission. And it's going somewhere, which makes you want to watch him more than you would want to watch a Vladimir. Now, before we watch our Oscar winner, Michael B. Jordan, for any aspiring actors that are obsessed with Obsession, this July 2026, we're doing a special casting simulation where everyone in the acting lab will get the original dinner date movie scene and then be able to submit an audition tape to me and our second coach, Logan Riley Bruner. We've appeared on these shows, by the way, to then have the chance to perform in front of the actual casting director of the original Obsession movie directed by Curry Barker. Everyone in the group, whether you make it to the chemistry reads or not, will be able to meet Skylar and potentially ask some of your own questions, but only the chemistry read actors will be able to perform in front of her. So if this sounds like an amazing opportunity you would love to take part in, you must join the acting lab before Monday, July 20th with your submitted audition. Before then, Skylar Zern joins us the following Sunday, July 26th. And by the way, this is all on top of the regular classes hosted by me and Logan, along with the feedback videos that you receive when you post audition tapes into the group, and of course the acting courses that teach you how to find your typecast, also taught by me, all available as soon as you join. So you have my direct help and guidance on your craft and career, making this an incredible resource while also allowing networking for you to meet other actors around the world. Okay, so let's watch how Michael B. Jordan performed this scene in the original Oscar-winning movie, along with the Oscar-nominated Delroy Lindo as our Delta Slim.
Oh, is that Delta Slim? Delta Slim.
Yeah, thank you for your generosity.
Immediately in his eyes, you see he's been going through some shit. Like immediately, I'm like, oh, you have a history in a way that I haven't seen with the other Delta Slims. And you see how he's not playing drunk? He's doing the scene and he happens to be drunk.
I guess that Chicago win. You know, your black ass is back down now, huh? Oh boy.
Nice. He actually had a moment he recognized and changed when he saw it was Michael B. Jordan. We didn't get that with any of our other Delta Slims.
Well, gangster, you sure had a lot of questions.
They ain't paying you $20 a night, I know that.
You ain't paying no $20 a night. You paying $20 maybe 2 nights. I ain't never heard of your Jew. Maybe it's here tonight. Is it here tomorrow night?
He's actually being affected and changing his approach through Delroy's monologue. Delroy's monologue actually impacts him in a way that we just didn't have with L.
Shit. That's probably more time than I got left on this earth stack. I play and I get as much corn liquor as I can drink. A sinner like me, I can't ask for more than that.
Oh, Slim, I'll drink to that.
I love that Michael B. Jordan didn't just listen to him, he had strong opinions of everything that Delta said. I believe that they have history together.
Ooh. What you got there, boy?
What is? It's an Irish beer, straight from the north side of Chicago.
Huh? Oh. You say that's beer?
Wind ain't bring us down here empty-handed.
Kick me out, boy.
Change in tactics. Everything Michael B. Jordan does has a purpose. And this is before even incorporating the fact that he had two completely different characters that he had to do. And I saw Sinners, of course, and I think he did a great job differentiating them. Was there a sense where it was just switching hats? Yes, but I do feel as though energetically the characters had a lot of difference between them, even though there wasn't enough visual difference between them.
My goodness.
I got 500 more bottles just like that, ice cold. Say we pay you $40 a night and all the beer that you can drink. After that, no strings. You act now, I even let you finish that bottle in your hand.
Yeah, see, again, this is where, like, the benefit of watching the actual scene after looking at audition tape caliber scenes, which I know isn't the most fair comparison, is little stuff like this, like, why did more people not incorporate the musicality of it, you know? Our pro Delta Slim is the only one that incorporated the musicality, but that's such an integral part of this character. It's something most actors would miss. That's the value of, like, watching films, is seeing what part of this film could I incorporate if I were to craft an audition for a film like this. The other thing I'll say about Michael B. Jordan is that he's a great actor, and I've seen him do a lot of work. I think that, you know, you should technically look at each role in its own, but when you look at this character in comparison to the energy a lot of his other characters have, this feels like a very different side of Michael B. Jordan that we've not, like, fully seen yet, which is part of why I love this performance. The difference between how Stack is the chaotic brother that makes shit happen, always has some plans going, versus his other brother is more like polished, I have a plan, I'm putting something in place. So he did a great job of showing that difference between the characters. That's part of what makes a performance impressive. When he doesn't just disappear into the role, but he disappears into two completely different roles in a different way. All right, so remember to join the acting lab with the links below. If you love the way that I teach, if you got a lot of value from these notes and you would like to see the type of notes you would get on your own auditions, not only can you bring auditions to classes to get live feedback, but again, I record feedback videos in the exact same style that I'm recording this video right now for actors that post audition tapes into the acting lab as well. So if you would like that, links in the description below. And if you would like to copy my acting materials like headshot, demo reel, resume, then check out this video right up here.